today, a bouquet of books. We've got a short list of some great reads. So whether you're a master gardener or your flowers come from a grocery store, we will have you thinking of gardening and spring.
Carole Barrowman is an author, professor of English at Alverno College, and a contributor to the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. And today she's here to grow our minds.
Got a new microphone.
You're a rock star today.
Hello.
We keep doing this with our guests.
I know.
You know, my very first morning blend, which is almost 10 years ago, this happened. And you just slipped this mic from behind your back and handed it to me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this.
See?
Every once in a while they get caught
on.
Yeah.
And you know, to make it look extra cool, our guest yesterday is like, now I'm switching hands.
Yeah.
There we go.
Switching hands.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning.
Make it a dance.
Good morning. Good morning.
How do you cook bacon?
In the oven.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yes.
me too.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's what Jones Dairy Farm's going to say too.
Did you know that about tinfoil? I did not know that.
I actually
Pressing
did, but
those
I
tabs?
watch a lot of cooking shows. I don't cook very much, but I like to watch them.
Yeah. Do you do it on your plastic wrap rolls too?
I haven't done it.
I
didn't know about my plastic wrap, but I did know for sure it was on there from my tinfoil.
Yeah.
I actually had a student go into labor in class, speaking of pregnancies.
You did not.
I did.
Did you deliver it?
Yeah, wouldn't that have been great? You get an A. You just, this is wonderful. You get an A.
She went into labor.
She went into, water broke in class. This was like 20 years ago. Yeah, but you know, we have so many nursing students at Alverno that they just were on it.
Like this, is this a lab?
I know, they're like, is this for real? Yes, it's for real.
You just said, stay calm.
Yeah, that's it. Right. Nice.
Yeah, stay calm and breathe.
I just sort of backed out of the way, made sure she had something behind her head, and the nursing students calmed her down, and then we called 911. I know.
Did she deliver in the room?
No, thank goodness she didn't. They got her away in time. But
I just wanted to know what you were going to do with that umbilical cord.
well, yeah, right. No, you don't touch that umbilical cord.
Classroom scissors.
Right.
Speaking of
my nail file.
Do you like her suggestion about using your teeth?
Yeah.
Speaking of all of our chat topics there, what about the equal pay thing?
That just makes me so sad, you know, that we get to 4 months into the year.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Does it exist with authors, do you know?
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh, yes. And right now there's a huge movement with authors, especially authors of color, trying to make sure they can, not only do they get equal advances, but they actually get someone to pay attention to their books and opportunities.
What about teaching, though? Isn't there more equality in teaching? You're a college professor.
Well, at this point, and certainly at most colleges, especially small colleges, we tend to know what each other makes, and as many but when I first started, there was a huge gap. I took like 5-10 years, well, maybe 5 years for us to get balanced out.
Wow.
Yeah, because it was 30 years ago, so that was a long time ago. But you know, my husband teaches at Alverno. Yeah. And so I always knew what the men made.
Does he make more?
He did not. We made exactly the same until he became a dean.
Alverno.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a dean now?
He's a dean now.
Whoa. Is Alverno
so I'm sleeping with my
college?
boss. Yeah. I can only ever say that once without getting in trouble. Yeah. Right.
Isn't Alverno an all-women's college?
Yes,
though?
it's an all-women college.
So maybe they're a little more.
we try to pay attention to the world around us. But yeah, I always knew that he made the same because I saw his paycheck.
I think he should make less.
I like it.
Okay, sorry.
I think you should make less. We've got books. You're going to have to go rather quickly.
I'm going to.
Thanks for chatting with us about all that cool stuff. The Sun and Her Flowers by, I don't know how to say this author's name.
It's Rupi Kaur.
Okay.
And this is a wonderful little book. And I'm going to hand this to you since I have the microphone.
Yeah.
But it is beautiful little book. And you know me for purse books. I'm trying to get away from social media. This is the kind of book that's full of just wonderful.
Poetry?
It's little poetry and little drawings. But I know we don't have a ton of time, but I marked a little page.
Okay.
These are little poems that she made about the beauty industry. It is $1 trillion industry that would collapse if we believed we were beautiful enough already. So it's these awesome little snippets and nuggets of wisdom. And so I think if you're a little bit afraid of buying a poetry book, try this one. And I just think it's a lovely little book with great poems. Great poems.
Seems like a great
Think in spring.
Yep.
All right, I got a minute.
All right, fast.
The Grumpy Gardener by Steve Bender.
I am a grumpy gardener. I love this book. It's an A to Z of glossaries, everything you ever needed to know about gardening, and it's funny. It's super funny. I highly recommend it.
So it's a to-do. It's a health book.
Yeah, it's a really helpful book.
It's got trivia. It's got an A to Z glossary of trivia.
Yeah, lots of trivia and lots
fun.
of practical advice.
Queen Anne's Lace by Susan Whitting Albert.
This is like this 26th book in her series about an herbalist is the detective. It's wonderful, and you get lots of cool information about herbs, and it's a great mystery. And my last one, I'm actually going to give away afterwards here, and it's called Digging In. And it's about a woman whose husband dies unexpectedly, and her garden's a mess, and she plants a vegetable garden, and she lives in a conservative gated community, and her neighbors are not happy with her. And as she digs and works in the soil, it begins to heal her, and she heals her garden, she heals herself. It's a lovely book, and very
buried him in the
uplifting.
garden.
Yeah, she buried her husband in the garden, but it made the carrots better.
As mulch. All right, we're giving it away, which is so awesome. First, so here's how you can get in touch with Carole. BarrowmanBooks.com. She's on everything: Facebook, Twitter, Goodread. And you can get a copy of this book right now if you're the winner, the lucky caller, to call us right now at 414-799-4444. Do not call us unless you're going to pick up the book. It's Digging In. It's fantastic. We want to share it with someone who really wants to read this book. And it's adorable. The cover is precious.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, it was fun talking with you today.
Yeah, it was good. Good. Thanks for having me.
Great to see you. All right.